Hello, hello. In this second video, we're going to be working on converting customary units of length. And so the same steps apply as when we converted customary units of time. So the first step is going to be decide if we need to multiply or divide. So if we have a smaller unit and we're going to a larger unit, we divide. If we have a larger unit going to smaller unit, we multiply. Okay, we're going to determine what is equivalent to 1 unit, complete the conversion, and make sure it makes sense. So again, this conversion chart is very important. We're going to need this for answering all of our questions. And so make sure to keep this handy and use it when you're answering problems like this. So let's have a look at an example. The tallest tree in the woods is 52 feet tall. How many inches tall is the tree? So we need to start with the information that we're given, okay? We have that it is 52 feet tall, okay? And we are looking for how many inches tall that is, okay? So the first step is to decide if we're going to multiply or divide. Well, we're going from feet to inches. Feet are larger than inches, so we're going to be multiplying, okay? Step 2, figure out how many inches are in 1 foot. Well, we know 1 foot equals 12 inches. The next step is to complete the conversion. If there are 12 inches in 1 foot, we need that times 52. Okay, so then 12 times 52 will get us our answer. So our answer is 624 inches and 52 feet. And then lastly, we ask ourselves, does that make sense? Does it make sense that there would be more inches than feet if they are equivalent? It does, because inches are much smaller than feet. So it does check out. So we follow those 4 steps to complete our conversion. Let's look at another example. In this example, Kathy walked 459 feet in the forest. Okay, so we have 459 feet. Okay, and we're looking for how many yards that is. Okay, so if we're not sure, we could look back at our conversion chart to see which one is larger, feet or yards. Well, yards are larger than feet. So for step 1, we're going from a smaller unit to a larger unit. So for this one, we're going to be dividing. Okay. Step 2, figure out how these two compare, or figure out what 1 unit is equivalent to. Well, we know that 1 yard is equal to 3 yards, excuse me. Yes, 1 yard is equivalent to 3 feet. Okay. 1 yard is equivalent to 3 feet. So in order to figure out how many yards is 459 feet, we're going to divide 459 divide by 3. Okay. Okay, and so there we get our answer of 153 yards. Okay. Then we ask ourselves, does it make sense? Does it make sense that there is going to be significantly less amount of yards than feet if they're equivalent? It does make sense because yards are larger than feet. So that is how you solve that problem. And so let's have a look at this last example. Lucy took her dog for a walk. They walked 2 miles. How many inches did they walk? So the information that we're given is they walked 2 miles. And we need to figure out how many inches. Well, miles are much larger than inches. So we are going to multiply to get our answer. That's step 1. Okay, for step 2, we need to figure out how many inches are in 1 mile. Ooh, yikes. So we need to figure out first how many feet are in 1 mile. And that's going to help us get started. So if we are not sure, we can always look back at our conversion chart. So 1 mile is 5,280 feet equals 1 mile. Okay. Well, how many inches are in 1 foot? 12 inches equals 1 foot. So in order to complete our conversion, we are going to have to multiply 5,280 times 12 to figure out how many inches are in 1 mile first. Okay. So when we do that, we get 63,360. But that is the amount of inches in 1 mile. We have 2 miles. So we need to either multiply this number by 2 or add it again. I'm going to just add them. So 63,360 plus 63,360. Okay. That's going to give us 126,720 inches. Okay. So I wrote that up there. So does it make sense that this number is way, way, way larger than this number? Absolutely, because inches are much smaller than miles. Okay. All right. So that is that example. Okay. And so that wraps up converting customary units of length. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about converting customary units of capacity. So stay tuned.